Good morning from the beautiful Welsh countryside. We are in Snowdonia National Park in northern Wales, ready to climb Snowdon or your Wyddfa, depending on how you want to call it. And it is the highest peak in Wales. It'll be our second of the 4 national peaks. We've already climbed Scafell Pike, the highest peak in England, and we still have the highest peaks of Scotland and northern Wales to do after this. But we're really excited to get this one checked off.
There are several different routes you can take up this mountain. We have chosen to ascend via the pig track and descend via the Myers Pass. So we'll end up back at the same point where we started, just be a slightly different route. I'm gonna put the link for the trail in the description. We've been on the trail for about 5 minutes and we've set a new record for how fast we decided to shed our jackets. It is very warm with the sun shining right on us. So it's gonna be a great day. We are hiking this on a Sunday morning in August, even though we got started at about 9 o'clock. It is very popular. We already saw some people coming down. There's a lot of people going up.
Given that this is like a 5 or 6 hour hike, that means these people had to have started at like maybe 3 a.m., which I guess if you're doing the 3 Summits challenge and trying to do Scafell Pike, Snowdon, and Ben Nevis in one day, you'd kind of have to hike in the middle of the night. Oh, I've got a companion.
He's taking a liking to you, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm such a dog person. This way.
I believe that peak up there on the right is the first view we're getting of our destination. The main reason we chose this route over others is that we have these great views of this lake as we're on our way up. The wind has picked up a bit. It's got a nice cooling effect for me at least.
I'm loving it.
We've been on the trail for about 2 miles and so far it's been a pretty gentle ascent. A little bit of rock scrambles at times, but it hasn't been too steep.
It definitely does get steeper.
Now it's basically like we are climbing a staircase. That's probably going to last pretty much the rest of the way until we get to the top.
Someone coming down just passed us and I overheard them saying it took them 1 hour and 45 minutes to get to the top. So that's a little demoralizing because it's been already 1 hour and 45 minutes and we're not at the top. Obviously we're just not speed demons like some people.
So that is Snowdon right now. I'm looking back towards the top. In order to get there, gotta climb a series of switchbacks. This is the steepest part of the hike. We have survived the switchbacks and now we get a view over what's on the back side of Snowdon. It's got now this short ridge to climb and then we're at the summit.
The sun is poking out. It is just beautiful as the clouds just touch the top of the mountain and quickly seem to be going in and out. So we should have great views from the top.
Those are in fact train tracks. The summit of the mountain is in fact serviced by train.
In case the hike's not really up your alley.
We made it to the top, mostly. In order to properly get to the tippy top and the cairn where we can take our picture and everything, there's a line.
A queue, as they call it in the UK.
Thank you for the correction.
We had beautiful views the whole hike, and of course when we get to the top, we are enveloped in a cloud and can't see anything.
Oh.
We did it! How's it feel?
All right.
Okay, so that took us about 2.5 hours to get all the way to the top, including snacks, breaks, and a little bit of wait at the very top.
Where are we going next?
The bottom?
I thought we were going to the cafe.
Oh yeah, there's a cafe at the top, like all mountains should have. It's where the train goes to. So let's see if it's open. It's not every day you summit a mountain and get to go have a hot coffee or hot chocolate or use the bathroom at the top.
Cheers.
Hot chocolate and gummy candy, the perfect way to celebrate getting to the top.
Yeah, the gummy candy's a necessity, the hot chocolate's a bonus. So it's been a rough day if you took the train up to Snowdon. You might have seen something on the way up, I'm not sure. At the time you were at the top, if you were at the same time we were, then you got nothing but clouds. Meanwhile, the route we took at least, you had great views on the way up and it just got cloudy right at the top. And I think if I'm seeing correctly down into the valley, we're gonna have the same thing on the way down, but we're still gonna have nice views. So hiking was the way to go today. Sun's come out for just long enough to say goodbye to the backside of Snowdon. And we're headed back down the front, same way we came. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm okay. That was a bit of a rock scrambly descent and I'm not a huge fan of those, but it's looking better forward and onwards.
It's about noon right now, and these sections of the trail are way more crowded coming down than they were when we were going up. So I think as crowded as it was this morning, we still did something to beat the crowds.
So you do have to backtrack your steps on the pig track for about a mile before you can finally split off and do the Miners Trail to get to the car the other way.
Whew, that was a long stretch of fairly tricky ascents. But now we've arrived at a part where it flattens out because we're at the lake. All right.
It is just so stunningly gorgeous. I'm sure the camera is doing it no justice.
The camera actually does pretty good. Don't underestimate the camera. Well, the back half of our hike down from Snowdon has been completely flat and tranquil and just really easy, and we've just gotten to experience the beautiful views of these lakes and the mountains that we came down from. It's Snowdon all the way up there, and some waterfalls. It's just been really pretty and really calm and really nice.
I am just so grateful to be here. It is so beautiful and definitely on the list of places we would have probably never come to if we hadn't moved to the UK. And so I'm really glad we're getting to explore so much more than we ever would have.
I believe that house is going to mark the end of our trek. We are almost there. Look at that. We did it.
it. Oh, we survived the hike. Thank God. It actually wasn't that bad, but if you are considering doing this hike, here's a couple things that we recommend. So first of all, we did the pig path and the miners trail back down. I loved this path. I think it was a great one to do. It is not quite as popular as the Nant Peris trail, so I think you avoid some people. It's still definitely busy, and I recommend getting an early start if you can. It wasn't totally insane.
Yes. Also, make sure you bring plenty of water. Even though there's that cafe at the top, they would not actually let you fill up your water there because it's apparently hard to bring up lots of water for hikers. So either bring plenty of water or bring like a water filter, because there were plenty of streams that we could have filled water up in if we had one of those.
Yeah, and the last thing is, if you are going to do the miners pig track, you start and end that at the penny pass. However, there is limited parking there, so if you are not on your game and pre-booking parking spots there, then you'll have to park and ride a shuttle like we did. So just kind of be prepared for that. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. And that's why we don't look at the camera, we look at the floor.
Go.
I thought you were going to start talking.
I don't know what to say.
It is now time for the most beautiful view of the whole hike. The car. I missed you.